Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with a review of the Street Justice and 38 Spesh album entitled Community Service. Let's get to it. Alright, so Street Justice is a rapper coming out of Rochester, New York, who I believe is signed to 38 Spesh's Trust Gang label, or if not, he's at least an affiliate. Now, Street Justice has a smooth and raspy flow with a voice that is reminiscent to Queens rapper Royal Flush, if I had to compare him to someone quickly. He comes across as this streetwise philosopher, one who sketches verbal pictures of ghetto living. So this 2020 project, Community Service, is Street Justice's solo debut on 38 Spesh's Trust label. All the beats are handled by 38 Spesh himself. It contains 8 tracks and lasts a brief 23 minutes. As far as the features go, Street Justice enlists 38 Spesh, Planet Asia, Ito, and Shay Noor. For the most part, the beats are a combination of jazzy and soulful boom bap. It's pretty much standard 38 Spesh production, but with that being said, let me go ahead and jump right into this track by track breakdown. The opener, Hood Prayer, has a dusty and repetitive horn loop. It's simple but effective production. Street Justice speaks on all the negative conditions in the hood. That's why he feels a need for a hood prayer. There is a seen it all kind of presence that he gives off as a lyricist, and it's apparent on the following lines. His gun turned him into Superman. That same pride got my man paralyzed, never moved again. Got a plea but couldn't do the 10. He blew trial, came back on a pill, then he blew again. This features a decent verse from Planet Asia, who kicks some street conscious bars. Altogether, it's a solid opening track. The second song, Honor and Glory, has a smooth and glorious soul sample that's akin to something AZ would rhyme over. I like the rhyme scheme Street Justice employs, and the following lines caught my attention. I follow codes of the old traditions, so if you witness, you feel in every sentence like a court conviction. Street Justice performs the hook, which has a 50 Cent styled melody. I feel it's actually done well and pretty catchy. But it's 38 Spesh who really comes through with the standout bars. You brag about your chain swinging, cause I helped take chains off dudes like Abe Lincoln. Yo, that Abe Lincoln line is super hard. Also, Pops left, Mom's picked up the slack, she picked up extra shifts, I picked up the crack. 38, man, he was just a natural born hustler getting into trouble at a young age. All in all, this was easily one of the dopest songs from the project. The beat is hella smooth and they are both doing their thing lyrically. It's also great riding music on a sunny day. Kind of has those cookout vibes. Track 3, Stand Up, has a dreamy boom bap soundscape that puts me in mind of some old Pete Rock production, without the scratching, that is. This one finds Street Justice rapping about the need to stand tall despite life's setback. He's also handing out raw cautionary game about the street life, like, if bullets fly, you better duck and lay. I don't care if you ran track, you can never outrun a stray. My man's daughter passed away. He got bagged with a gun in May. Right after is No Unity, a track that I view as a modern day Code of the Streets. Well, it's not on the level of Gang Starr's classic song Code of the Streets, but it does make you feel the need to get educated if you aren't street smart. I really like the sinister horn, which is very unique and eerie sounding. Street Justice pens a vivid story with, I knew a kid from crosstown who was about juxin, was on the run for a year for the cops booked him. When he got locked, he met a cat who was out of Brooklyn, said he had bricks in the town and was trying to push it. Track 5, Don't Believe Him, featuring Ito, is another highlight. This has a stripped back, grimy beat with psychedelic organs at the beginning. It's a raw and chilling kind of instrumental that fits well with Ito's calm and deadly delivery. Ito states, I meant what I said, I won't tell you again. Scared hell out of dudes, that's the hell we was in. I really like the menacing yet detached demeanor that Ito brings forth on records. Hopefully this man has a project coming out soon. Track 6, Respect the Hustle, finds Street Justice in storytelling mode once more on top of this dark and video game sounding beat. The hook interpolates the late rapper Half a Mills, some of them, which I thought was dope. Street Justice talks about respecting the hustler and not the robber. And I think most people that have dabbled in that life and they've been in the game share a similar sentiment. Because no one really respects a thief, a stick-up kid, or a robber. I mean, Omar from The Wire was probably the only well-liked and respected stick-up kid, and that was a show. Then on the following song, Overthrow, Street Justice and Shay Noor lend some socially conscious bars on top of this mystical boom bap beat. Street Justice even touches upon politics. He feels that the whole government needs overthrown because both parties really care nothing about black people at the end of the day. Shay Noor does what she does best, which is to give you autobiographical raps of the struggle coming up in Buffalo. She states, with a grandmother who pray could turn a club to a gospel, an uncle with bottles, he get drunk from a swallow. The project comes to a close with Live Long to the Real, which also features Shay Noor. This is set to a dreamy and angelic Asian sample. While this one is a vibe, I found myself returning to it the least. For some reason, I found the sample to be a bit nauseating. It's not a bad record, it's just my least favorite. Now Shay opens this up, but I had hoped for a back and forth, but it was just a verse from Street Justice. Overall, I give this project a rating of a strong 3.5 mics. Street Justice is a rapper who I knew nothing about prior to this project, but I do think he has a distinctive voice and is a gifted storyteller. I really dug how he paints a mental picture for the listener on a lot of these tracks. Like I said earlier, he comes across as this kind of wise observer who has seen it all on the streets. As far as 38 Spesh's contributions, I think he provided a solid enough musical backdrop. Now, out of the plethora of beats that he produced in 2020, I can't say these are some of his best. Don't get me wrong though, the production is pretty solid here, and I definitely recommend this project if you like gritty lyrics, storytelling, and that traditional New York sounding production. Hopefully Street Justice has been in the lab cooking up for a brand new project. My favorite tracks include Honor and Glory, Stand Up, No Unity, Don't Believe 'Em, and Respect the Hustle. Let me know what you thought about this album in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Street Justice, 38 Spesh, community service, 1.